Hello again, everyone. It's so good to see you. I'm Luke.
And I'm Megan. Welcome back to our little corner for easy, everyday English. We're just going to have a chat today, like two friends catching up.
Absolutely. So, Megan, how have you been? I feel like we haven't talked all week.
I've been good. Busy, but in a nice way. Actually, my brain has been full. I've been thinking about one thing all week.
Oh, yeah? What's on your mind? Did you finally decide to get that puppy you always talk about?
No, not yet. Maybe next year. No, this is about my mom. Her birthday is next month.
Ah, okay. That's nice. Are you getting her a gift?
Well, more than a gift. I want to do something. I want to plan a surprise for her, a whole surprise day. But oh my gosh, Luke, it sounds easy, but then I start thinking about it and my mind just goes everywhere.
I know that feeling. Planning a good surprise is like being a secret agent and a party planner at the same time. It's fun, but it's stressful. So tell me about your mom. What makes her happy?
Oh, so many things. She's the kind of person who finds joy in simple stuff? She loves her garden, like really loves it. She talks to her plants. No, seriously, she does.
That's adorable. My grandma did that too. She had a tomato plant she called Tommy.
Exactly. So the garden is a big thing. Then she loves old movies. Not just any old movies, but the musicals, like Singin' in the Rain. She knows all the words to all the songs. And she has a secret love for really, really bad detective novels, the kind with silly covers. She hides them in her gardening basket.
That's a fantastic detail. Okay, so she's a gardening, musical loving, secret detective novel fan. She sounds awesome.
She is. She really is. And she's always doing things for everyone else, making soup when someone is sick, remembering everyone's favorite cookies. I just want to give her a day where she doesn't have to think about anything. A day just for her. A surprise.
That is so thoughtful. I love that idea. So you have these ingredients: garden, music, bad books. How do you want to mix them together?
That's the $1,000,000 question. I had this big, crazy idea at first. I thought I'll rent a movie theater and play Singin' in the Rain and fill it with her friends and have a garden inside the theater.
Wow, that is ambitious and probably very expensive.
Exactly. I thought about it for one day and then got a headache. So I went smaller. Maybe just a family dinner at a nice restaurant. But that's not really a surprise. And it's not very personal.
Hmm, you're right. A restaurant is nice, but it doesn't say, I know you. The best surprises I've been part of, they're based on a little secret you know about the person, like your mom's detective novels. That's gold.
What do you mean? How do I use the bad novels?
Well, maybe not the novels themselves, but the idea. It's a clue about her personality. She likes a little mystery, a little fun. So your surprise could have a tiny bit of mystery in it. Not a big scary mystery, but a fun follow the clues kind of day.
Ooh, okay, I'm listening. Like a treasure hunt?
Kind of, but a gentle, easy one. You said she loves her garden, right? What if the surprise starts at home, in her own garden?
But how is that a surprise? She's in her garden every day.
Ah, but what if she goes into her garden on her birthday morning and something is different? What if there's a small gift waiting there with a note?
A note that says, what?
The note says, Happy birthday. Your first clue is where you grow your sweetest berries, or something like that. Something simple.
The strawberries. She has a little strawberry patch. So she goes to the strawberry plants and finds another note. And maybe a little gift, like a new pair of gardening gloves.
Yes, exactly. The second note tells her to get ready because her daughter is picking her up at 11 a.m. for a mystery adventure. She doesn't know what it is. That's the cover story, a mystery adventure with her daughter.
Okay, I love this. This is already more fun than just let's go to lunch. So I pick her up, then where do we go? The garden store?
Maybe not first. The garden store might be too obvious. What about the library?
The library? Oh, the detective novels. The library has a huge section of those paperback novels.
Right. So clue number two, which you give her in the car, says something like, For your next clue, Find the section with the most mysteries and the cheesiest covers. You go to the library together, she finds the mystery novel section, and there's another little gift waiting on the shelf. Maybe one of those terrible novels she loves, with a bookmark inside.
And the bookmark has the next clue written on it. Luke, this is genius. This feels so much more her. It's active, it's playful.
And it's not expensive. A pair of gloves, a silly book. It's about the experience. So then the next clue on the bookmark, where does it lead?
Well, after the library, it should be time for lunch. And you mentioned her favorite parfait with the lemon cake.
Perfect. The clue on the bookmark could be a riddle about the cake. Like, find the place where the yellow sun is a cake and your favorite drink is beside the lake. You know, if the cafe is by a little pond or something.
It's not by a lake, but I can make a riddle about the street name. So we go to the cafe, and maybe my dad and brother are already there hiding? They join us for lunch as a surprise.
Oh, nice twist. So the surprise isn't just from you, it's also for her. The surprise of seeing the whole family suddenly together. That's a great emotional moment in the middle of the day.
Oh, now I'm making myself emotional. Okay, so family lunch at the cafe. Lemon cake is, of course, dessert.
Of course. And then after lunch, the final clue. This one leads to the last activity, something relaxing. Maybe a movie?
Yes, but not a movie theater. What if we go back home? And while we were at lunch, my dad sets up the backyard. He hangs up a white sheet, gets a projector. We have an outdoor movie night in the garden. We watch Singin' in the Rain. We have blankets, popcorn. It's the perfect end to the day. It starts in the garden and ends in the garden.
Megan, that sounds perfect. Really, it's a story, a birthday adventure story with a beginning, a middle, and a perfect cozy end. She'll remember that forever.
I think so too. But there are so many little things now. The clues, the notes, coordinating with my dad and brother, setting up the movie. What if I forget something? What if a clue gets lost? What if it rains?
Okay, let's breathe. First rule of surprise planning, nothing is ever perfect, and that's okay. Second rule, write everything down. Make a list.
A list. I can do that. List for mom's surprise adventure.
Exactly. Let's make it together. First on the list, the team. Who's helping you?
My dad for sure. And my brother, Sam. My dad can handle the backyard movie setup. Sam is good at keeping secrets. He can be the one to hide the gifts in the library and at the cafe.
Good. So you call a secret meeting with them this week. You explain the whole plan, give them their jobs. Dad, backyard movie, and maybe helping with the morning garden clue. Sam, library and cafe drops.
Okay, team meeting. Got it. Next?
The clues. You need to write the clues. Keep them simple. Maybe test them on your brother. If he doesn't understand them, your mom might. Use places and things she knows very, very well.
Right. Clue 1, garden. Clue 2, library mystery section. Clue 3, cafe. Clue 4, backyard. I'll write them on nice paper. Maybe I can even draw little pictures because she loves my silly drawings.
That's a lovely personal touch. Next, the gifts. Small things. Gardening gloves for clue 1, a funny detective novel for clue 2, maybe a nice scarf or some flowers at the cafe. Something she can open quickly.
And all along, the big gift is the day itself, the experience. So small gifts, check. Next, the food. You need to order the lemon cake ahead of time. Plan the lunch with the cafe, maybe reserve a table in a quiet corner for the family surprise. And for the movie night, popcorn, snacks, maybe one of her favorite tea.
You're getting it. Next, and this is important, the cover stories. You need a reason for everything so she doesn't suspect the big plan. The morning clue in the garden, that's the start of the mystery, so no cover needed. But for you picking her up, Mom, I need a fun day out with you. Let's just go on a little mystery adventure I planned. That's not a lie.
And for my dad and brother being at the cafe, oh my gosh, what a coincidence. They were in the area. She'll know it's not a coincidence, but it's part of the fun.
Exactly. And the final cover, when you bring her home, your dad can say, "Oh, I just wanted to try out this new projector." And then, surprise, the movie is for her.
This is starting to feel possible, really possible. But you mentioned Rain, the outdoor movie.
Backup plan. Always have a plan B. If it rains, the movie moves to the living room. You make a big blanket for it. It's still cozy and fun, maybe even better. The important part is being together, not the perfect weather.
Blanket for it. I love that. Actually, she might love that more. Okay, backup plan for rain. Write that down in big letters.
Now, the most important thing on the list.
What? The timing? The budget?
No. Enjoy the day. Your job on that day is not just to be the planner, it's to be her daughter. Have fun with her. Laugh when a clue is confusing. Hold her hand when she gets surprised at the cafe. Be in the moment with her. Don't be so stressed about the next thing that you miss her smile.
That is the best advice. Thank you, Luke. Really. Sometimes I get so caught up in making it perfect that I forget to just be there.
We all do. So your list is team, clues, gifts, food, cover stories, backup plan, and enjoy.
Wow. When I started talking to you, my brain was just surprise, surprise, surprise in a panic. Now I have a map, a treasure map for my mom's birthday.
I'm so glad. You know, it makes me think of the surprise my friends did for me once. It was for my graduation. They told me we were going to a very boring official dinner.
Okay.
I was so annoyed. I put on my most boring suit. They drove me around for an hour and I was getting grumpy. Then they parked and I walked into my favorite pizza place and everyone was there. All my friends from college, my family, they were all wearing silly hats and had balloons. I was so shocked. I was expecting this boring thing and it was just pure, loud, happy joy. The best part was seeing all their faces waiting for my reaction.
That's the magic, isn't it? The moment of, oh, this is for me?
That's the moment. And you're going to give that to your mom. A whole day of little, oh, moments.
I hope so. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll probably be a nervous mess the day before.
That's normal, but you have a great plan. And hey, if the library clue goes wrong, you can just whisper, Mom, it's in the mystery section. It's still a surprise.
True. The goal is her happiness, not a perfect spy mission.
Exactly. And for all of you watching, we'd love to hear your stories.
Yes. Have you ever planned a surprise for someone in your family? A parent, a partner, a child? Or maybe a friend?
What did you do? Was it a party, a trip, a small gift hidden in a special place?
Or have you been surprised? What's the best surprise you've ever received? How did it make you feel?
Sharing these stories reminds us that language isn't just about words, it's about connection. Planning a surprise is all about connection. Thinking about someone, listening to them, and then using your words and actions to show your love.
That's beautiful, Luke. And for our English learners, listen to how we talked about the future. I am going to pick her up. We will have cake. I need to talk to my dad. It's all about plans and intentions.
And lots of feeling words: excited, nervous, happy, emotional. We use those a lot when we talk about people we love.
So thank you for spending this time with us, practicing your listening and thinking about your own families.
Remember, the simplest plans, made with love, are always the best.
Give it a try. Maybe plan a small surprise for someone this month, even just a cup of their favorite coffee for no reason.
From us to you, have a wonderful, connected day.
And we'll see you next time for another chat.
Bye, everyone.